It's a bold and ambitious journey that I am about to embark upon, says Chief Richard Currie as he pauses pensively to take a sip of coffee. It has been less than 72 hours since his oath of office was taken as the youngest leader ever of Jamaica's Accompong Maroons, and the new colonel, age 40, enthusiastically shares his thoughts on the land, water, farming and the birthright of his people. Outside the window, banana trees wave a warm Accompong welcome while flora bask in the cool mountain breeze. And somewhere, on a segment of this compound that I haven't seen, is a tank filled with rainwater and secondary catchment that the chief employs for domestic use. Chief Currie presides over 74,726 hectares of Cockpit Country, the largest remaining natural forest in Jamaica. This land is home to the Leeward Maroons, descendants of the West African slaves who fled harsh plantation conditions, and the indigenous Amerindians who they banded with, fighting colonists with guerrilla tactics, such as camouflage created with the tint of the heart-shaped cocoon bead that the chief is currently wearing around his neck, and the secret language of the abeng, a type of bugle made out of a cow horn, used to blow coded messages. It was these tactics that eventually won the Maroons their freedom and their own sovereign lands. The sovereign state of Accompong is home to lush green hills, rivers, springs, streams and other natural water sources, unique biodiversity and crops that do not grow elsewhere in Jamaica. But despite being the source of 40% of Jamaica's fresh water supply, Cockpit Country itself has no running water. The irony is mind-boggling. Our community is at least 50 years behind, says Currie, of the monumental task of implementing the infrastructure to alleviate the water stress faced by the strong farming community and its citizens. 70% of Accompong's residents are subsistence farmers who grow crops such as yams, bananas, breadfruit, potatoes, ginger, turmeric, tomatoes, cabbage, callaloo and peppers, using traditional African farming techniques. Each household farms for itself and the extras are sold, but if there was a major crisis they would be in trouble. We are at risk because our systems haven't enabled us to have the infrastructure behind the agriculture, Currie explains. This is the only thing between us and total food security. Well, that and water. While the clay soil in Accompong is not ideal for many farmers, it effectively retains water during dry periods, and traditional techniques for digging and water storage have proven effective in the absence of infrastructure in the area. As a last resort, we literally haul water from water holes that are nearby, but with the proper planning and resources, all of this can be resolved, says Currie. The last estimate to run water into the community, received from the National Water Commission in Jamaica, was $1.2 million US.